Oman, a city as ancient as time itself, that has transcended several different time periods. With an affluent culture presence, and during different points in the nation's history, it was a prominent naval force who had reached as far as China and the United States, France, and Britain. Its ambassadors were accepted in multiple various locations, even from centuries ago. The majority of Oman's population are Arab, with minorities from India, Baloch, and Pakistan being present as well. It has a unique political structure, as it is considered a tolerant and open-minded country, both internally and with foreign nations. It has one of the least population densities in the world. A network of steel-clad roads were built, and an electric network was founded to provide these, among other necessities, to the people of Oman. The people of Oman take pride in their nation, and the prominent intellectual figures of Oman believe they have accomplished a lot with the limited resources they have. Oman is situated on the outskirts of the Arab world, and it lends its sights towards the Indian Ocean, as it also is influenced with the culture of the Indian Peninsula and the eastern regions of Africa, while also being isolated from the Arab world, as it is present in the Rub' al-Khali. To the people of Oman, their trade with India and Zanzibar was more important than taking up caravans to the north. With its strategic location in the southeastern part of the Arabian Peninsula and its long beaches on the Arabian Sea, Oman is home to an ancient civilization with rich culture and traditions. Ramadan rituals in Oman haven't changed much over the years. Omanis wait for Ramadan eagerly throughout the year. They are still holding on to their simplicity and old traditions and rituals of the holy month. People become even closer and more forgiving during Ramadan, and life here brings to mind the elegance of the past times. Children in Oman welcome the holy month with the Omani Tahlola, which is a religious song they repeat after a singer, while they wander around the streets holding lanterns or lamps in their hands. The Tahlola was sang prior to religious occasions in the past. It's considered a religious and cultural act that spreads faith and joy among people. Sometimes they sing it during the middle of Ramadan and during the final 10 days of it as well. Tahlola isn't the only expression of happiness during Ramadan. Both traditional markets and modern shopping malls have their own ways of celebrating. They offer a wide variety of Omani cuisine ingredients, like Omani meat and roasted fish. Streets are decorated with lights and get crowded with many people. These decorations, lights, and foods are ever present during Ramadan. These preparations extend to the houses as well. Women clean and tidy their homes and buy all what they need for the month of fasting. Omanis love visiting mosques during Ramadan. Therefore, curators work hard with other people to make it look best from the outside and the inside as well. Omani mosques are characterized by their unique architectural style, mixing old and modern designs. Some mosques are connected with the long-living heritage of the country, like the Midmar Mosque that was built by Mazin ibn Ghadduba as-Sadi in 9 Hijri. The mosque was renovated in 1979 following the same styling. The biggest of all mosques is Sultan Qaboos Al Akbar Mosque in Muscat. It is a prestigious monument in the city center, boasting a golden dome and 5 minarets, which represent the 5 pillars of Islam. This religious landmark covers an area of 416,000 square meters. Its dome is 50 meters high, and underneath it, there is a handmade carpet with an area of 4,000 square meters. It took 2 years to complete it. Sultan Qaboos Mosque can fit 20,000 people within it. It features a variety of architectural styles from different Islamic cultures, and it's decorated using materials such as wood, marble, stained glass, and copper that add nice touches to its hallways, domes, and vast gardens. It includes a library with over 20,000 books covering all fields of science and Islamic culture. The mosque is a magnificent religious symbol, visited by Omanis and tourists during Ramadan. Markets and streets become busy with people just before the sunset prayers. Omani coffee is the favorite drink for people here at all times and occasions. The smell of coffee fills the air as Omanis like to drink it alongside dates for breakfast. It's made with a special method, with each individual adding their own personal touch. Some might add rose water, spices, and cardamom. It's then served in a special ritual inside houses and mosques to welcome their guests. The variable terrain and climates in different areas like beaches, mountains, and deserts have resulted in a diversity in cuisines with rich ingredients and varied dishes. Meat soup is everyone's favorite, and it's made of Omani wheat and meat, all cooked on a bonfire. Omani bread is also a main part of any meal and forms the tharid dish, alongside meat or chicken. There is also meat kabuli, haris, and masannif. The long coastline of Oman provides a variety of fish types for dishes like madruba and farfina. Omanis serve fruits, dates, and sweets with coffee during the evenings of Ramadan that gathers families and friends together. They usually have chats and read poems during those gatherings. The smell of the famous Omani incense fills the air due to its medical benefits. Omani desserts can be found in every house and decorates the tables during gatherings. Sweet making is an old tradition in Oman. The exceptional taste and health benefits of these sweets made them famous locally and internationally, and they represent a cultural and economic symbol of Oman. Omanis gather in front of sweet shops before the beginning of Ramadan in order to buy large amounts of different types of sweets because fasting people enjoy them dearly. Despite the simplicity of these sweet recipes, they require experienced and skillful cooks. The lands of Oman are very rich with copper. It was called the Land of Copper in old Sumerian books. This copper is used to make the traditional pots that are used in making sweets. They pour rose water and add sugar, flour, nuts, butter, and saffron in them. They allow them to cool in special molds, and those sweets are well preserved and last for months. So they are taken as gifts by tourists back to their home countries. Omanis are known for their generosity. At the beginning of Ramadan, tens of charities and teams of volunteers organize several activities across the country. They offer financial aid for many poor families and take part in helping the sick, elderly, and orphans. They also raise the awareness about many social issues taking place in the country. Omanis also organize free meal events inside of the tents, which are found in many streets or near mosques, or even inside of them, to offer free food for fasting people and travelers. Those events are funded by the mosques themselves and through donations. Most Omanis do charity work individually or through charities in a wholesome atmosphere full of compassion and love. In Ramadan, souls resort to their natural state and values of love, compassion, and forgiveness. Everyone makes efforts to attain the rewards of God. Allah said in the Quran, "In the name of Allah, the Merciful and the Benevolent."
وتثبيتا من أنفسهم كمثل جنة بربوة أصابها وابل فآتت أكلها ضعفين فإن لم يصبها وابل فطل والله بما تعملون بصير.
Allah Almighty has spoken the truth. Alone or in groups, Omanis visit houses of Allah that become beacons of knowledge, ethics, and faith during Ramadan. Quran students from all ages hold competitions and sit in reading circles together to study and comprehend better the holy words of Allah. Big crowds gather together to perform the Taraweeh prayers in the mosque's courts, filling them with faith and spirituality. Muslims stand with serene souls and faithful hearts in front of Allah, hoping to receive His mercy, rewards, and blessings.
أشهد أن لا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
Masaharatis have become a rare sight in Oman nowadays. They were replaced by loudspeakers, but the echoes of their chants are still present in Omanis' memories. Karan Kishwa, on the other hand, is still here. It's an old tradition where children will wear special costumes and outfits and go from door to door, knocking and asking for treats and sweets during the holy month of Ramadan. Omani families wait for the last days of Ramadan to make sweets and other food preparations. They decorate their homes and buy all what they need to have a proper celebration. Habatat are traditional temporary markets that are held in the last 10 days of Ramadan in several cities around Oman. As an old tradition before Eid, Habatat markets offer livestock, which people go to buy to give to the poor as a sign of charity work. The markets also offer fresh meat and ghee that are necessary for making arsiya, a dish served before the Eid prayer. There are also skewers, or mashakik, made of palm leaves or banana leaves, Omani desserts, and different ingredients for making sweets, and all other ingredients needed for the making of Ramadan feasts. Camels and horses shows are held there as well, and people flock to watch them, especially children who are happy with their new clothes and want to show them to the world. Our journey in Oman is over. We will meet tomorrow to learn about the traditions of another country in Ramadan in the Islamic world.